Well, hello, everybody. I'm Mary Dolan, and welcome to the Season 1 finale of Meals with Mary, the show where we cook for our friends or just for ourselves, because honestly, who better? Today, I'm joined by Ruby Parker, a very good chef and my very good friend.
Thanks, Mary. It's nice to be here making meals with you.
Oh, wonderful. We're going back to our roots today, and we're making a comfort food family dinner. A delicious meatloaf with a mushroom gravy and a quinoa salad.
Mary, it's pronounced quinoa.
Is it really pronounced? How did he say quinoa?
We're making a quinoa and sugar snap pea salad. Mary wanted to make mashed potatoes again.
Everybody loves mashed potatoes.
But she allowed for something new and different.
Because I'm the best.
Because she's the best.
Yes. Stop that, you stop it. I've been craving meatloaf lately, and this is a really good recipe that we're going to show you today. I actually got it from my nephew Wayne and his wife Janine.
We've already preheated our oven to 350 degrees, and we've taken our loaf pan and greased that with a little bit of oil.
Wonderful. Now, there are so many ways to make meatloaf. I'm sure some Italian grandmothers have gone into hand-to-hand combat over it.
You can mix beef and pork, turkey and sausage.
Yep.
There's even a few vegan recipes.
Woof.
So today we're going to be using all beef.
Yep, and we're going to put it all right in one bowl here. Now, I've got 2 pounds of ground beef. Cost, get the good stuff. You've been watching long enough to know that. Now we're just going to add a bunch of things to it. I got half a cup of green peppers, raw, half a cup of onions, and I have 3 cloves of garlic that I've minced up as well. Being friends together all in the same bowl. I got 2/3 a cup of ketchup.
We're also going to add 2 eggs.
Wonderful. Make sure you always crack eggs on the counter. You do it on the side of the bowl, you could get a shell in there. That'll make the guests at your party pretty mad at you.
We're also going to be adding some breadcrumbs that we're preparing.
Oh, this is really exciting. I always used to put dried breadcrumbs in my meatloaf, probably like some of you do out there. And then Ruby was telling me about this newfangled way to do it. Explain it to me, because I don't know the whys and the whats of it. Go ahead.
Adding breadcrumbs to your meatloaf makes it lighter and spongier. And soaking your breadcrumbs in milk, like we're doing today, adds a little bit of moisture. The milk activates the starch in the bread, which forms a sort of gel and acts as a fat, so your meatloaf doesn't get tough. The mixture is called a panade.
A panade! That's something new that you learn every day. Good job, Ruby. Meals with Ruby, huh?
I wish.
Nope, still my show. Ooh, zick. Grab all this and just squeeze out the extra milk so you don't get a milky loaf. Just put that right in there, huh?
And we're going to season that with a little bit of salt and pepper and thyme, about a tablespoon of each, and mix that all together with your hands.
Nurse, I like just really getting in there and getting dirty. You know, I remember when the troops came home from Vietnam.
Okay, let's mix that up.
Well, all right. You ever seen that show with his chum fishermen just sort of throwing things off and trying not to die on a ship? Kind of feel like that right now.
Now that that's all mixed up, we're going to put that back in our loaf pan and cook for about 45 minutes to an hour. Quinoa is super healthy, super easy to make, and it's delicious. Even Mary's gonna like it.
Hey, I've had quinoa before. One time I had an afternoon delight with Bill Pullman, and he made some for me in his trailer. And I gotta say, it's not bad. I'm hip. I know what's going on.
Now, there's 2 tricks to cooking quinoa. First, you're going to want to make sure that you rinse it very well with a fine sieve until the water runs clear. Next, I like to saute my quinoa before cooking it in water. It really brings out the nuttiness of the grain. Now, first we're going to heat equal parts butter and oil, as well as half a cup of chopped onions, just to soften them up a little bit over a medium heat. Now we're going to add our quinoa and spread it over the pan evenly so that it catches the heat. When the quinoa is closer to getting done, they'll start to unfurl. You see they have these little tails.
Like cats. You love cats.
Yes. Then we're going to add 2 cups of water.
Ooh.
We're going to bring this to a boil, then cover with our lid and let that simmer on low for about 10 to 15 minutes until all the water is evaporated. I have our finished quinoa here, and I've transferred it into a bowl to let it come to room temperature.
We have another room temperature side. It's not too late to make mashed potatoes. Everybody loves mashed potatoes.
Trust me, it'll be delicious. After this, it's super simple. We have 2 cups of sugar snap peas, which I flash boiled. All that means is you pop them in a pot of boiling water for 1 minute and then rinse them under cold water.
Cool, I'm just gonna chop these up right now in 1-inch pieces, right? We'll just do it on the diagonal.
We're also going to add a half a cup of roasted salted pumpkin seeds, a 1/3 cup of minced chives, and then we'll top it with our dressing. Now, all this dressing is a 1/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 3 tablespoons of white wine vinegar, a squeeze of fresh lemon, and some salt and pepper.
And we're just going right in? Wonderful. Do your thing.
We're gonna stir this all up, and we're good to go.
Man, I'm smelling that meatloaf. It's driving me crazy. Should I make up our gravy real quick?
Yes, go ahead, and I'm going to set the table.
Well, well, well. Very manful contest of you. They should give you your own show. Just kidding. So I got my pan here, and over medium heat, I want to melt 1 tablespoon of butter. Wonderful. And then I had Ruby chop up 1 cup of mushrooms. Now, I like using baby portobellos just because they tickle me. But you can use whatever kind of mushrooms you like. I'm going to pop those in there. Good boys. And I've also got 2 tablespoons of onion. There we go. Now just stir that all in, let it get all nice and buttery, and we're going to let it cook down a little bit. Now we're going to add our beef broth, and I've got a little Mary tip for you. This recipe calls for 1 cup of beef stock, but what I do is cook down 2 cups of beef stock. Cook it down, cook it down. That way it gets really flavorful and rich and just adds some nice taste to your gravy. So this is cooked down to 1 cup, and we're just going to add that in. Oh, yeah. And we're just going to let that simmer for about 5 minutes.
Mary, are you almost finished? We're starving.
Yeah, I'm almost done. Now, last thing I'm going to do here is add our cornstarch. Now, that's going to be a nice thickener for us. I've got 1 tablespoon of cornstarch to 2 tablespoons of water, and I've just mixed it right up. What you're going to do is add this right in and just keep stirring. Wonderful. Yeah, let it catch that heat. That activates it. That's looking just wonderful. And there we have it. Woo! Let's pour it into our gravy boat. Always a classy touch for a party. I'll make Kaz clean that up later.
And there we have it, everyone, our delicious home-cooked meal.
Wow, Ruby, this looks beautiful.
Why don't we have a little bit of that delicious gravy, Mary?
Absolutely. You're going to love it. Look at that, huh? Oh, family, friends, this is food for the soul, huh?
Hey, Mary.
Let's eat. And there you have it, our last meal that's wonderful to have with friends. Isn't that right, Ruby?
Yep, we have a delicious meatloaf and a mushroom gravy. Oh, Mary, this meatloaf is so light and delicious.
This Quinoa tastes better than Bill Pullman.
Okay, cheers, everyone.
Oh, cheers to season 1.
Yeah,
Season 1.
So good, everyone. Dive in. Have some of this.
Make sure you eat some of this. Maya, you want some of this? I know, you're always so hungry.
I love it.
There you go.
Thank you.
What do you think?
Hey, everyone. Mary.
Yeah?
It's the Food Network. Jen from the Food Network's on the phone.
Give me that cellular. Hello, this is Mary Dolan, vaudevillian and future famous person. What? You want to talk to Ruby? Wrong number, honey. There you go. Have you had some of this yet?